my glass was half empty.
Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel. I'm here today with a new clean with me for you. We're going to be tackling this monstrosity, also known as the little boys room. Holy cow, like what even happened in here, you guys? I know exactly what happened in here. We had taken down all of the boxes of clothes that we needed to go through, and we just needed to tackle this project. So I actually brought in reinforcements this time, and I made Danny come help me. So we're going to start by just getting everything cleaned up, getting the beds made, and then we'll tackle that gigantic pile of clothes.
Come all this way, love, so I don't see us stopping now. My life's an adventure, 'cause you came along and showed me how to love without limits, to have a good time. Now my life's an adventure, and you're the reason why. We're far away from the city lights, so small under the night sky. It's just us two, but I don't mind. You could never wear me out. Even after all of these years, you still look at me with the same love. It's just us two, but I don't mind. You could.
If you're curious about the bunk bed, it's actually a loft bed turned upside down from IKEA. So technically the top bunk should be on the bottom, and then the part on the bottom would just kind of be like an open area on top. And I've seen a lot of people use this as a bunk bed, and I actually really love it for this purpose because our kids are still little. My son Griffin, who sleeps on the bottom, he is only 6, and he's just a little itty bitty thing. And I could not imagine him being like up in a bigger bed off the ground. He's a sleepwalker. I think I've mentioned that on my channel before. So having him literally on the ground has been the best thing. I don't have to panic if he rolls out of that bed, which he does all the time. He's just rolling onto the floor. Their bedding is also from Target, the sheets as well as the comforters. I've had those for quite a few years, but I'm sure you can still find them. And then that sheet and comforter, I think the comforter is also from Target here on the toddler bed. The sheet though might also be from Target, but I honestly don't remember because we've had it for so long. Now it's time to tackle the closet. So we took the closet doors off of both kids' rooms, the little boys and Michaela and Aiden's room, just because it really gives the room a lot more space and it makes it feel really open. So we had taken the doors off and we put the dresser, which is from IKEA, inside of the closet. So what I'm doing now is just taking off every single piece of clothing from the hangers. I'm going to take everything out of the drawers, and we're going to dump out all those clothes in the tubs. Now, because my oldest son is 11 and my youngest is 4, you can imagine that we have kept every single piece of clothing over the past 11 years because we knew we were going to reuse it. And because of that, we have ridiculous amounts of clothes. Things that our children have either never worn or worn once, things that we don't ever use because we always gravitate to the same things. So we decided that we were going to pull everything out of the closet, out of the drawers, and only keep what we absolutely loved. This was a project.
cry till it bends because we wanna, yeah, we just wanna.
There are 2 cloth baskets on the side of the dresser, and those are used for play clothes like costumes and masks because they have a ridiculous amount of those. So that's what's over there. And that tall piece of wood we purchased to make a ruler to measure their height. We just haven't gotten around to it. Stay tuned. I'm sure it'll happen eventually. And then it was time for the massive dump. Oh my gosh. Please don't have a panic attack. I promise we are going to tackle this.
We don't need nobody's attention, don't need nobody else in our zone.
So we had a system while we were going through the clothes. Danny and I are actually a really, really good team when it comes to stuff like this. So I was collecting all of the bottoms, he was collecting all of the tops, and then we were creating a separate pile for pajamas. So we were kind of tossing clothes at each other, and this whole time we were actually listening to a podcast. We each had an AirPod in and they were connected to my phone. So we were listening to the podcast Courtroom Junkie, which we love to have conversations about trials and things like that. So that's what we were doing. Really made the time pass really quickly. And we weren't even looking at what the items were. We were literally just separating, and then we were going to go through them by size, figure out what didn't fit yet, what needed to be packed away and put back up in the attic until it fit somebody, and what we could actually get rid of because it didn't fit anybody or because we didn't like it anymore. So that's what we were working on. As you can see, Charlie was desperate for attention. We were laughing and having a good time, so she wanted to know why she wasn't a part of it. So she kept interrupting. Bless her little heart.
We came to party all night long and sing along to every song. We don't need nobody's attention, don't need nobody else in our
Now we're just going through the clothes and figuring out what's too big that needs to be put away, what shirts we actually like. Danny's checking the size of every single shirt, and we're just laying them out so that they're easy to put back on hangers. I'm going through the bottoms and organizing them by size. Now I'm not looking at the actual size here. I'm just putting them in piles based on how they look, and that's because the size really doesn't matter with my boys because they are all different sizes, and it really is about the fit. It's not about the size. Some shorts run really big, some pants run really small. So I'm just eyeballing them and putting them in 3 piles for Griffin, Ryan, and Ronan.
That's the only way to get that high, always. If you're looking for trouble, you better count on it. I will give you a struggle, give you a struggle. If you're looking for trouble, I am the needle who will push your bubble, yeah. 'Cause I don't wanna fight in pieces, but I'm not backing down. So if you're looking for trouble, you better count on it. I will give you a struggle, give you a struggle.
This pile on Ryan's bed was a bunch of shirts that don't fit anybody right now. They're too big. So I'm just folding them up. They're going to go back into one of the plastic totes, which we keep in our little tiny attic above the loft.
Here's what I like. Jumping from a roof that is almost too high.
The clothes that Danny is folding are actually clothes that fit right now, but they're all cold winter clothes. And we live in the desert, y'all. There is definitely no cold weather anywhere nearby. So we're folding them all up nicely, and we're going to put these back in the tote as well to go up into the attic.
High,
Then I started working on getting the clothes hung back up in the closet. This is the easiest way to put your clothes on hangers, you guys. Just have everything in a pile, have the hangers right there next to you, and just put them all on there. It just makes things really, really simple and keeps it fast. And then I'm putting them back into the closet. This is not how they're going to stay. We always color code the clothes. It's just aesthetically pleasing. I like to see it like that, and it's easier when there's shorts or pants that I have to match if I can just look for a certain colored shirt.
I got this feeling like it's starting now, starting now. I feel adventurous with you. And there is nothing that can hold us back, hold us back. We can do what we want to do. 'Cause we got all the time in the world. For better or worse, we should stay together.
Next, it was time to tackle the pajamas. Now, there's only one kid in my family that still wears pajamas, and that is Ryan. The other boys either sleep in their chonies, aka underwear, or they just sleep in like loungewear like Michaela, but Ryan is the only one that wears pajamas. So all of them are pretty little. I do have a couple of pair of bigger ones like those Pokemon pajamas for when there's pajama days at school. That's about the only time I can get Ronan and Griffin into pajamas. So what we're doing here is we're just making pairs, and then we fold them together in on themselves. So the pants and the shirts are folded together. It's just easier when you go to grab them. But the boys don't always keep them that way, but that's how we fold them. As we're putting the pajamas back in, you can kind of see what we're doing here in the drawers. The very top drawer is for pajamas. The next drawer is for Ronan. His are the highest up because he can grab them himself. Then Griffin's in the middle, then Ryan's on the bottom so that he can reach his own clothes. And then it was time to tackle color coordinating the clothes in the closet. This actually didn't take very long at all. And I kind of blame this on my time working at David's Bridal when I was younger. We had to have all the dresses lined up in a certain way, from strapless to thin straps, halter, and all the way up to long sleeves. And I don't know, that's just how I have to have all the clothes put away now. It just doesn't work if it isn't like that. Tell me if you're like that down below.
Anywhere we'll go, we'll be alright. It's all about you. It's all about you. It's all about you. It's all about you.
Once all the clothes were put away, everything was folded, and the closet was put back in rainbow order, I just took a minute to use some of those homemade disinfectant wipes to just wipe things down. Charlie finally found her spot to relax. And we just finished up the room this way. Most of the decor in this room, if you're curious, came from Hobby Lobby. The letters I made myself by purchasing just wood letters from Michael's, and I put some felt on them, and everything else you see is most likely from Hobby Lobby. So if you're curious, that's where it's from.
But I'll only tell you that I'm out of time. I'm sick of love songs. I'm tired of this. And I wanna tell you straight just like it is. You're watching me like you want me, but you're still holding back, still holding back. Honestly, you're annoying me with the way that you keep playing. Show me your love like it is, like it is. Bend open my heart like you're fearless. Steal all the gold you can get, you can get. Show me your love, leave me breathless, breathless. I'm out of patience, I'm out of feels, but I guess I'm what's the deal? 'Cause I want you to show me what you feel. You're watching me like you want me, but you're still holding back, still holding back.
And that is it for this video, my friends. I hope that you enjoyed tackling this monstrosity with me. I am so glad that Danny helped me. This would have taken me forever, and the two of us together got it done in about 2 hours. So, plus it's always better when you have a friend who can help you and you can laugh with and stay motivated with. But what better person than your hubby? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to come back for more. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you soon. Bye.